Hello everyone, it's Rider here and welcome to another video, and my last order has come in. I might pick up something if, for example, Ironworks becomes available on Smiths or something like that. But essentially, this is my last planned purchase as such for the month. Excuse the corona here. So the first thing, the reason why I ordered this in the first place, to be honest, is Resident Evil 3 for the PS4. I don't play that many games anymore, to be honest with you, but I enjoyed Resident Evil 2, even though I didn't bloody finish it. I got frustrated and distracted and never went back and finished it. But 3 looks cool. It's only about 6 hours long, and hopefully I'll plough through it, and lots of unlockables as well, which is good. So that was the main reason why I ordered this package, and it was from Smith Toys. The only place where I managed to get this for under 50 quid, it was 45 quid. And it had free postage as well. Argos didn't, and all that stuff. So yeah, I've got Resident Evil 3. I'll crack that open and have a play on that later. But you probably don't care about Resident Evil 3. You want to know about toys. And I promised myself when I saw these in stock, next time I order something from Smiths, I'll stick this in the basket. It was only $9.99. There was a couple to choose from, a couple more expensive ones, but this is the lowest price one of the range so far, even though there's a couple of variants. It is the Alien collection by Lanyard. I struggle saying that then, didn't I? So this is really bizarre. So this is a new line of child-orientated alien figures. Are we back in the 90s or what? What next? RoboCop and Terminator and all that? But needless to say, you know what? I loved the original Aliens figures. I've got a few of them over there on my shelf, and I've got a rule with them that I won't really pay more than a fiver for one. Nice, easy little collection to pick up some bits from. Now this was a tenner, and there was another set, I think, with a motorbike in. For 12 quid you can get like the Colonial Marines truck, or for 20 quid you can get like a bright purple alien queen, which is amazing. Now, Lanyard are a new toy range. I believe they did some of the corpse stuff. Yeah, I mean, looking at it in the package, it looks like you've got a load of stuff in here. It's really clever what they've done. From this alien's cardboard, obviously what you actually get is this figure here, the alien, the facehugger and the egg. And I went for this one because I thought the egg and the facehugger would be a nice little addition to my shelf over there, along with a Xenomorph. But let's look at this package. Now the colours are really bright on these things. We've got a gold alien here. There is a blue one in the others there. We've got a more purple looking alien here. Colonial Marines versus Aliens, alien on the top. We've got some lovely artwork there, and it is beautiful. Almost like Predator Vision-esque, those colours, like Heat Vision. We've got Whaling Enterprises logo there. We've got a facehugger symbol there. Xenomorph Spawn, this one is. And it's a Planetary Attack Alien Battle Set. On this side you have another Xenomorph that carries on around the corner. And on the back you can see there is a kind of bio. The main figure is pictured here, and it shows you some of the scales. So we've got a runner alien, which I think is this one, which is in the other set with a bike. You've got a soldier or warrior alien, and you've got the queen egg layer. You've got a chest burster. I haven't seen any of those yet. So it's mental to think they're actually saying chest burster on the back. I mean, this is a toy line aimed for 7-year-olds. It's mental, really. You've got also, I've spotted it somewhere before. There is the 40th Alien Anniversary logo there. So yeah, I mean, the box art is amazing. I'm not expecting these to be of the best of quality, to be honest with you. So let's start off with the Colonial Marine himself, and this figure is loosely based on the space helmet that they wore in the first Alien film. Now, paint is pretty awful on it, to be honest. There's, I don't know if you can see it, but the orange is bleeding through. There's chips all over the back of it. It is not, I mean, look at the top of that. The yellow's just spilled over. It is not the best quality figure. And for the price point, what more do you expect? Now, there are some weird design choices with this. Now, this is his gun. This is his flamethrower. Now, that should fit in this hand, but it doesn't. So, this hand is pretty much open, but it won't fit in there. Won't fit in there at all. Now, this hand can hold it with a squeeze, but the issue that you've got there is then, because there's no rotation at the wrist, it can only hold it out like that, but his elbow's bending outwards, which is really bizarre. So yeah, I'm not even sure what you're meant to do with that. Really odd. Articulation wise, nothing in the head. One thing I have just noticed, sorry, is that the helmet does come off and the head does rotate. So there you go. Arms can do a full 360 and go out like so. Very similar to G.I. Joe articulation. You've got a rotation there at the bicep and a bend that goes 90 degrees. As I say, this hand is moulded downwards, forward, whereas this hand is almost like a motorcycle holding hand. You can see him holding a motorcycle. Rotation at the waist. Forward and back on the legs, no out, bend at the knee. So articulation was, it's not too bad for the figure. Paint is poor. Sculpt is okay for what it is. And just the most annoying thing is he can't hold that gun in the right hand. He's also got some clips down here. I've got no idea what these are for. Not a clue what these are for. I mean, I suppose you can clip his gun on there if you really want to, but really odd, very odd. So I think what I'm going to end up having to do with this guy is I'm going to have to put his gun in his hand like that and just leave him looking like that. Does he stand up? Yeah, he stands up pretty well, actually. He stands up pretty well, so yeah. So we've got this little colonial marine dude, which is pretty cool. Then we have the egg. And this is quite nicely done. It's got a little sticker on there, we need to take that off. But yeah, it's like a rubbery kind of plastic. Done alright, done quite cool. The face hugger is made of face hugger is made of a really thin plastic, really thin. I'm not sure if it can fit on the guy's. In a way, I suppose it could. A little bit big, a little bit out of scale, but never mind. Let's not worry about scale. And the face hugger can fit inside the egg like that. And I think that looks quite cool. That's going to look really cool on my alien shelf, so I'm happy with that. And then probably the main bit of the set is the alien. And I'm really surprised about this. Plastic quality feels quite good. Really, really quite good. It can do the... the Commander Riker pervert hands pretty well, which is pretty cool. So let's have a look at articulation first. We know it's the wrong colour. Let's not forget that, but it's the wrong colour. Head can rotate like that. Arms can do a full 360. The elbows are seized, so there's no movement there, but the hands can rotate. The body is on a ball peg, which is really good, and can obviously rotate. Legs can go forward that far and back that far, and you do get a bend at the knee, and I think the feet are also on ball pegs, so they are pretty good. Now, actually, with a bit of spray paint maybe, and spraying these black, these would look pretty good with a little bit of customising, which I might do with this. I mean, I'm not sure if I can manage to take him apart because he's not screwed or anything like that. But you know what? It's pretty well done, and there's some beautiful sculpt. Absolutely beautiful sculpt. There is a second mouth inside. It looks a bit like a clipper. I'm not quite sure if... I don't think it pops out or anything like that. But you know what? I'm actually impressed with this. They're actually alright, these are. Yeah, so I think the highlight of the set has to be these two. When it comes to the Colonial Marine, it's a little bit poor, to be honest with you. It's a little bit poor. So if you're wondering how they scale next to some of the vintage Kenner stuff, we've got Corporal, well we had Corporal Hicks there, and they're a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. You could probably get away with it with a bit of like scale on your shelf, like a bit of distance in your display, but these are actually more articulated than these. Just these are a better quality finish. When it comes to the Alien, I think that's okay. I think that works. Face hugger actually works a little bit better on this scale, and the Xenomorph itself, compared to a vintage Kenner figure, is there or thereabouts. It's not too bad. And again, these vintage Kenner figures, this particular one only had 5 POI. This has a lot more articulation. So all in all, is this a recommend from me? Absolutely, yeah. For the price point, for £10, less than £10, you get an action figure, an Alien figure, and a pretty cool accessory and egg. So I think that is a win for the price point, absolutely. Can someone let me know in the comments below what this is for? If you know, that would be nice. But yeah, will I pick up more of these? Maybe. If I'm ordering something from Smiths and they've got like often they have this like get £5 off if you spend 25 quid or whatever. So potentially I might pick up another set, maybe. I'd like the vehicle. I'd like to see that in person to see what it's like, and also the Alien Queen. But you know what? I'm happy I picked up this, and I do like my Alien stuff. And for essentially what you're paying, like, if for argument's sake you're paying £4 each for these, and then a couple of quid for the egg and the accessory, I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of these figures in the comments below. Will you be getting them, will you not be? And until next time, I'll catch you again soon.